So I'll request Mr. Stephen to please join us on the stage. So anybody has any questions, we have mics. I'm sure, when it comes to tea, we want to know more. So the questions has to be relevant with the Twining India journey. At the same time, any suggestions, any feedback, or something that you'd love to tell? Oh, we do have.
Excellent. We like questions.
Yeah. I'm Sumita from the Glitz Media. How do you balance, innovation and modernity with 319 years of tradition?
So I think the philosophy I just spoke about of doing one thing and one thing really well carries across time. And that is our tradition. And therefore, it's as relevant today as it was yesterday, as it will be tomorrow. And that doesn't anchor us in a spot. It means we are free to move forwards. And as with the additional of herbal infusions, in different directions. So having we have, if you like, our spiritual home at 216 The Strand, which is the world's first dry tea and coffee shop that Thomas Twining opened. That is a fixed point, but it too moves forwards. So yes, the company is not chained to the past. We are always free to move forwards. But great question, thank you.
Fabulous. Yeah. Such powerful questions. I think we do have one more.
Stephen, hi.
Hi.
Thank you for the invite, but multiple conversations have been about Twinings India positioning and the aromas and the blends, etc. My question is to you on the taste buds, because Indian palates are very, very different, right? How do you marry them?
The key is that I don't sit in an ivory tower back in England going, aha, this is what we'll give to India, they'll like this. We have a local team. They understand. So as Pong said, he visits homes here to understand people. The whole team is totally focused on what you like. What I forgot to mention in my speech is this is bespoke Indian packaging. It is just for the Indian market, for the Indian consumers, because we think it will have an accord with you. So it's not about what I think India likes. It's what you think or what you tell us you like through our team here in India. Yeah. Please.
We have more, yeah.
I'll just add, globally, we think quality. Taste, we think locally.
Thank you so much for having us here. I just have one question. How does India inspire the global tea market and Twinings as a brand?
So personally, the first time I ever stepped onto a tea garden, which is something I'd been wanting to do for ages, and this is back in the 1990s, by the way, I had the privilege of stepping onto a Darjeeling tea garden. And that was a magical moment in my life. It inspires me. We encourage, almost insist that people who work for us understand tea. So you have Darjeeling, Assam, the lovely Nilgiris, and when you go there, you can't help to be inspired. It is inspiring.
Yes, please,
Hi,
yeah.
I'm Ria. I wanted to ask, Twinings began in 1706. How did it become a global brand?
So Thomas, obviously, we've mentioned. His son, Daniel, started selling teas overseas, and his early markets were Canada, North America, and that regions, that part of the world. And since then, one of the big moves was in 1910, when the current Twining of his age was told by he suffered from asthma. And he was given the choice of going to Leeds in the north of England, which is very cold and damp, or going to Paris. And yes, he went to Paris. And there he established the business. And slowly, I think through growing reputation around the world, it has become the global brand that it is today. But obviously it's taken 319 years to get to where we are. We have an expression in England, I'm sure you have a similar one here in India, that Rome was not built in a day.
Any more questions? Yeah, we do have, yeah. Hello.
Hi, Stephen. My name is Umesh. I'm an actor and an influencer. Thank you for having me here. I have a very simple question. As you mentioned India, and you've mentioned for India, it's basically an emotion, as you rightly mentioned. Tea is an emotion here. Do you have any plans of having some kind of, the best word I could use is masala, because we do infuse a lot of spices in our tea. I just tried out your pure chamomile, which was good, but I really enjoyed the lemon and ginger. So something with ginger, cardamom, cinnamon, nutmeg, or any kind of basil. These are the spices that Indians love in their tea. So do you have any plans for bringing something like that?
We are always looking at the opportunities, and certainly, yes, we totally understand the way Indians love tea. We've just got to produce it in a way that would reflect our quality criteria with your love, that particular taste. So in other markets around the world, we have many masala chai blends inspired by Indian tea drinkers. And I hope, but this is very much a question for the local team, that in the not too distant future, a masala chai will be a very proud part of our range. But watch this space.
Oh, nice. I'll give you the mic.
Is anyone leak our strategy here? Because right now, in coming, I think in 3 to 4 months, we are going to introduce masala chai, especially for India, as per the Indian palate. Thank you. I hope it's clear. Thank you.
Wow, that's something, a very incredible news that we all have been, I think, waiting for. A very nice question, truly. I also have one thing to just ask before anybody else also can probably frame the questions. I want to know that Indian households usually, the morning they wake up, the first thing is they go to the kitchen and, probably on the gas and make some tea, entire family. But the tradition goes that way, that we are more used to CTC tea, more of that. So how do you want to target that segment as well? Because from Mr. Gulfam Ansari, I got to know that a grand and a very happy news also, I felt very great about it, that we are also ventured into a CTC tea, and we just want to know the vision behind it, and of course what to look forward from Twining India in that segment.
So sure. Personally, there must be a bit of India in me because I have to get up, go to the kitchen, boil my kettle and make a cup of tea. But I love tea bags, particularly in the morning, because it makes a cup of tea just that bit quicker and it's just that bit more convenient. But we know that here in India, you love your CTC teas. You make the world's great CTC teas. Assam, the single largest producing province in the world, has great teas for us to choose from, and we have chosen a second flush CTC, which we're really hoping you're going to enjoy. I was looking for a packet, I can't see it, I know it's at the back somewhere. It should be the star of this show. It is an absolutely fantastic blend. If you haven't had a chance to try it, which you probably haven't, please do take the opportunity today.
Fabulous. I think we also enjoy the process of making tea. That's what we resonate. And also, I think the new packaging is like a big movement today. It was like we have crafted it so well. Every design in terms of the packaging actually was a depiction in we believing in innovation. But what was your inspiration behind the new packaging? Just want to know that.
I can take very little credit for the packaging. I have to give the credit to Chili, Pearl, Gulfam, and the team here in India who've worked so hard on it. Yes, they've involved me in the process. Do I like this? No, I love this. And as I've said, apart from signing all the packets, I've done very little.
Lovely. Okay, I think kudos to the India team. What a beautiful packaging we can see. I mean, it will be literally adding glory to the shelves. Can we have a huge round of applause for such an amazing thing? Anybody else will love to ask? Yes, we do have. Can we have the mic passed on, please?
Hi, I just have a really simple question. What makes Twinings unique among other global tea brands?
I think it is our unwavering concentration on quality and understanding local teas. So the teas here in India, yes, you might find some that are common with the UK, but you've got teas that are only available here in India. And it's looking at an individual customer. We don't go, well, most people drink English breakfast, so we'll sell them that at breakfast time, and they'll have an Earl Grey in the afternoon. You might well do that, but it's all about what teas you want to drink here. And we've always been, in my opinion, pretty good at understanding differences around the world and then using our skills to tailor the teas to suit your palate or their palate. Thank you.
Fabulous. I'll request you to please be seated, sir, as I think we have a, it's like a fireside chat between you and all of us. We just want to know more about Twinings and more happenings in Twining India as well. Anybody else? But I would also want to understand from your perspective, what has been that one or certain things that you feel that has not changed in this 300-year of journey with Twinings? I mean, you have, I will also say that, be the global leader at the same time when it comes to tea, the aromas, the quality. But what has been some consistency? What has been not changed at all since past 300 years?
So I think there are three things. I've talked a lot about our philosophy. Having the skill of fantastic master tea tasters. It takes a minimum of 9 years of in-house training. You start as an assistant buyer and you build up your skills, and one day the peer group of master tasters say, yes, you're now, and they give you your very own tasting spoon. So it is their dedication, their passion, their knowledge that is absolutely fundamental to our success. And then on my business card, it says R. Twining and Company Limited. That is who we are as a legal body. The most important word on my business card is company, because it's our collective efforts, it's our passion to go that extra step to make our products the best they can be, to deliver the best experience that our customers can have. So those are the three things that have never changed throughout history. Everything else has.
Fabulous. Wow. Glad to know that. Glad to know that. Anybody else? Anyone? Yeah, we have one more. I'll just...
I personally, I love drinking matcha, and I feel like it has been such... I feel like it has been such a trend, like amongst our generation, and not just this generation, but in general. And does Twinings have any plan to dive into that realm? Because that could be really interesting.
We always have plans, but that's all I'm going to say.
Lovely. I know the generation as well. Anybody else? Okay. I want to know, in reference to, we being across the globe, then this ever-evolving world of beverages, where do you see Twining in next 10 years? What kind of, innovation or new aromas? And like she mentioned, maybe like the new gen want matcha or something else. Yeah. So how do we look forward to?
Certainly I see matcha in our future. We now know about the masala chai. And in 10 years' time, who knows? Maybe we'll be making you'll be drinking cans of ready-made refreshing iced tea, using our skills to create great ready-to-drink products. Who knows? We have an awful lot in our innovation pipeline, and it's very exciting times.
That's amazing. So who knows, we could probably get into something which is more...
Completely different.
Yes, yes, yes.
But
more
it'll have
India.
tea in it.
Yes, it will have that tea, of course. And the 3 things that you mentioned, that will never change. That's perfect. Anybody else? Yeah.
Hi, Stephen. This is Smriti. You know me. I have a question. So, is there any specific information on your packages which attracts new customers, or is there, some USP which is different from other teas?
I think the packaging covers a number of different areas, a little bit about the history, certainly information about the blend. It carries information about our sustainability program that we call Sourced with Care, and how obviously that we think it will taste best if you follow our instructions, which is probably a waste of time in here in India, but we have to put it there just in case there's someone out there who hasn't tried it yet.
All right, thank you.
Any more questions?
Yeah.
Come
Can I
on,
ask?
I think we have.
Hi,
Slowly
Steve.
we are diving deep into the brand.
Hi, Steven. So, my name is Archita, and I almost want to have a conversation with you, but I know that's not going to be possible. I want to ask you, what is your challenge with tea here in India? Although I know that, I'm myself a chai lover, but what would be one thing that is a problem for you as well?
Nice question, by the
It
way.
is, yes. Pause for thought.
Yeah, we are all talking about the good points. Let's address the challenges that we face.
I think one of the things that we need to do, and we are certainly working on it, is bringing the experience to life. So this afternoon, I will talk more about that if I may. So I'm not going to say and spoil the later afternoon's activity, but...
So biggest challenge which we feel here is finding the right quality ingredients. And most of the ingredients today, when we use, particularly somebody talk about lemon and ginger, even lemon is imported and ginger is imported, because we don't get the right quality which we want to use here. So that is one challenge, but we are working with number of vendors to get ingredients locally. But till now, not successful so far. So we are bringing most of our ingredients from outside except tea.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also,
Fabulous.
if I could ask another question.
Yes, yes, please go ahead.
So, I also want to ask, so obviously, I'm a tea lover myself, but when I think of tea, it's the same old tea that we've had forever. I don't think I'm innovating all the time. So when I think somebody mentioned that you have about 1,000 blends, I could be completely wrong, but how does that work? Does that is that the taste? How is that running? How is that working for a brand?
So we have a range of teas here in India. Only some of them will be in common with maybe teas sold in Australia. So Australia then have a range of teas, some of which are very much exclusive to them. And if you add up over 120 countries around the world, and everyone's got 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 exclusive blends, then suddenly you have this very, very large portfolio.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Right now, I would love a cup of our green tea with honey and ginger. It just would suit this moment. It's quite warm on the stage, so I need some refreshment, and the green tea I find refreshing. First thing in the morning, I'm going to be reaching for English breakfast or the Assam, but in a tea bag because I want to make it quickly. It's much more convenient that way. And so I have favorites by the moment. One of the things I love about teas is the breadth of range. And yes, so in the evenings, a chamomile to help relax, or if the food is so good here in India, I might need a peppermint to aid my digestion. So yeah, my favorite changes by the moment.
The current favorite is the green tea with honey. Right?
If you offer me a cup of tea now,
Yeah.
that's what I would have.
Okay, that's what you
In
have.
10 minutes' time, I might change my mind.
We have so many aromas. You can always. Wow, fabulous. And if you are, want to have a second best that you love it, which will that be?
There is no second best. It's the moment. I've got to have
The
this
moment,
tea.
okay, the moment matters. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
The tea is emotion, so it
Yeah.
matters in that
Yeah.
moment. Fabulous.
Yeah.
Very well said. Very well said. Any more questions? Come on. Yeah, we do have.
So today when we go out, meet our friends, we are generally catching up at cafes.
Yes.
Going out for coffee. Though we Indians at heart are tea lovers.
Yes.
So can we look forward to have a Twinings experience center sometime soon?
Stay with us for the celebration that the Lalit Hotel are putting on, and that will answer your question.
Any more questions? Anything? Well, I'll ask to the Indian team, India team over here, about the new packaging. Like he said, like what inspired to get into the new chapter altogether. We were already with some amazing aromas. Mr. Sunil sir or Gulfam sir? Whoever is.
Thank you. Can I give you the package? Just anyone. Thank you. So I think most of the things is already covered by Stephen Twinings about the packaging, what we have added in this pack. So apart from this, from the Indian perspective, I want to highlight few things which is very unique to us. Even if you ask me, before coming to the Twinings, it was very unknown to me. So that's why I feel, okay, this is the right time to announce all those things, what we have added in our packaging. So if you see on the front pack, there is a king emblem. So earlier, it was a queen emblem. So the royal family, they are using our Twinings tea. That is the proud moments for us. And it's a consistency, the quality, each and everything, because they pass through the multiple process to get these things. So we proudly announce we have a king emblem, which talk about the quality, taste, consistency. This is one of the things we have DNA in our brand. So we don't compromise on the quality. This is the first thing. That's why in each packaging we have a king emblem. Apart from this, we have authorized source with care, ethical tea partner. Each and everything is pre-printed. There is no any ambiguity. Okay, this is sourced with care or not. If someone is claiming, someone is saying, but no one has written on pack. We proudly added all points in our packaging because we follow all those things continuously in our, from farmer till our packaging till our consumer. That is the difference what we want to achieve continuously in terms of the innovation. That's why, second thing, thanks to Stephen Twinings, he has gone through all the product and he certified the product. If you see in all the packaging, Stephen Twinings has given his autography on the packaging. It's a double thing. One is our 10th generation certifies, this is the Indian product, but we follow the global standard without any compromising. That kind of legacy we are following right now. And rest thing, if you go through I would request all the members, please go through our exciting packaging, and if you feel anything, please connect any one of us. Thank you.
By the way, Mr. Gulfam, I really love this packaging. I mean, I will just go on the counter and just take this. I mean, a lot of them, but look at it. It's so amazing. I will just take this and want to taste this just by seeing this. I think that makes the difference altogether. Wow, fabulous. Can we have a huge round of applause, everybody? And for doing the vote of thanks and closing remarks, I'd like to call upon Mr. Sunil Kumar Saharan. Can we have a huge round of applause for him and welcome him on the stage, please?
Thank you everyone for being part of the milestone movement for today. Your presence has added immense value to today's celebration. As we move ahead with our new packaging and renewed purpose, our commitment remains strong to bring exceptional quality, consistency, and a delightful tea experience to every consumer in India. a heartfelt thank to Stephen Twinings to come all the way from UK for this event, to Kunpong and Kunchili for coming from Bangkok, and for their continued guidance and partnership, and to the entire Twinings Global and India team for making this journey possible. We are looking forward to seeing you at the Lalit lobby for the next part of the evening. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Today, we mark this as a very privileged moment as well. We have a custodian of the tradition that began in 1706, as you already know, a symbol of purity, a symbol of passion, a symbol of pure art when it comes to tea. Hence, anybody who would love to take a picture, because I would love to ingrain this in the memory. Mr. Stephen Twining is with us, and it's our very privilege. So anybody wants to talk or have a chai pe charcha, as we fondly say, right? So obviously, please go ahead. We also have a lunch after that. Thank you, each one of you, for joining us. Can we have a huge round of applause, everybody? And let's ingrain this in the memory. And I'll also request the team also to please join us for the pictures.